So what is going on, guys, and welcome to probably my most requested video in a while. So as you guys know, I did just recently start online coaching, and to my surprise, and it's not to like knock anybody, it's just like the world that I'm surrounded by, most people know about macros, know how to weigh it out, know the gist of it, because I work at a gym, I'm involved in the YouTube community, the Instagram fitness community, all that stuff. So then when I got my first clients, they weren't really too sure how to physically count macros. Not like knowing what they are, like what a protein macro is, what a macronutrient is, what a micronutrient is, what it does to your body. It's just like how to physically count them. So I thought, why not have a couple of examples? I'm gonna do one liquid example and one like physical food example, like whole foods that don't have little barcode scanners. So it makes it, so I can show you guys how easy it really is and how the app MyFitnessPal takes all the guesswork out of everything. So let's jump right into the video and cue that intro. Alright guys, so there's two things that are a necessity when it comes to counting macros. You need a food scale, whether it's digital or like a manual old one, but digital is definitely the way to go. And then the app MyFitnessPal. The reason, there are multiple calorie counting apps, but I like MyFitnessPal because the database is so huge, and I think it's been around pretty much the longest. So that's why I kind of stick to it. It's tried and true, and like the more you use it, the easier it is to kind of get through your day and use it. So let's get right into the first example. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this Dan & Light & Fit yogurt and make like a little yogurt salad, yogurt fruit salad with the strawberries and blueberries. So first things first, you gotta zero out the scale that you have, as you guys can see. See if I can get it closer. As you guys can see, it says 0 right there. And to zero it out, you just press the 0 button on your scale, and then you wanna place whatever you're gonna use, put it on top. And then you think, whoa, it's 432 grams. Like, oh, do I have to keep count of it? No, all you have to do is you press 0 again, and then boom, back down to 0. So what that does is that the scale kind of takes it and makes the bowl kind of part of the actual scale, so you don't have to worry about it when counting macros or make any guesswork and like have to subtract the weight of the bowl, which is very, very old school. So next up, I'm gonna put the base. Stuff like this is pretty easy because yeah, the macros are listed right here, as you guys can see. 100 calories, 0 fat, 18 carbs, 17 grams of protein, and a serving size is 225. I don't know if you guys can see that. 225 grams. That's one serving size of this Dan & Light & Fit. So in order to weigh it out, all you have to do, go back to the scale. I'm gonna start dumping some in. I want exactly one serving. And there the scale starts going. See, we got 140, 175. Get as close as I can. 227, 231. That's pretty close. So I'm gonna count that as a serving. Nothing crazy. All you have to do now to input it on MyFitnessPal, I'm gonna show you guys like how I would from the very, very beginning. So then how to track it on MyFitnessPal, open up your app, then you go to this plus button right here, press food. I have my categories of meals split up into days, or not days, hours of the day. Right now it's 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna put it on my 7. And what's awesome about MyFitnessPal is that, yeah, I've used it before, so it's gonna be my most recent, in my recent history. But all you have to do, if an item has a barcode, which is right there, you hit this top right button, the barcode button, and all you have to do is scan it. MyFitnessPal does the rest of the work. It's got the serving size in there, 225 grams, one serving. All the macros are listed there, and then you just press the check button. And then you press add. And boom, just like that, see right there, Light & Fit non-fat strawberry yogurt. It's implemented into MyFitnessPal, you have it in your macros, you're all set. So then you ask, what do you do with foods like strawberries, blueberries? There's no barcode on these, there's no way of knowing what's like how many macros in a blueberry, how many carbs, how many fats, how many proteins. And same thing goes with like raw chicken breast, raw meat. You don't know exactly what it is. So what you want to do is, so what I found the best solution to be is you go to food, add, let's go back to that same window of 7 to 10, is you go into search and you go USDA blueberries, for instance. Whenever you want to find a food that doesn't have a barcode and it is a whole food, like chicken breast, whole fruits, even just things like milk, things that have one ingredient, you search USDA, and the first one, as you guys can see, there's a little green check there, which means it's been verified. You hit that, there's 100 grams here, so I'm gonna start adding grams of blueberries into my bowl. So again, we're at 230. Oh, and to take it, so you say, oh, I guess I could do it easily at 330, but I want to take all the guesswork out of it. Just hit 0 again. It'll be zeroed out. The yogurt's already included in the weight, as you guys can see. And then you just start adding away blueberries. You guys can see the weight is going up. I want to add 100 grams of blueberries. 105, take one out just for precision. Boom, 103. That's probably as close as I'm going to get it. So you have that. Back to MyFitnessPal. So I added 100 grams, already implemented. Now for strawberries, same concept. You want to search USDA, and you go strawberries. Search, and then there's the first one. 100 grams is 33 calories, 0.3 fat, 8 grams of carbs, 0.7 grams of protein. I'm gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add some strawberries in there. Again, it's very, very easy. Just press the 0 button. Most digital scales should have the option to just tar it out or zero it out. So I'm just gonna adding some strawberries. Boom, boom. What are we at there? 60, 91. That's perfect for me because I know I went over on the yogurt a little bit and a couple grams over on the blueberries. So just to make up, compensate. 91. Add it on MyFitnessPal. This check. Add, and there it is. You have your non-fat yogurt, your blueberries, your strawberries, and another way to check out the macros, you tilt it sideways, landscape mode. And there it is, the whole meal, 190 grams of calories, or 190 calories, 400 carbs, 1 fat, 8 protein, perfect, light meal. This would be a great pre-workout meal, if anything. I'm having it just because I need to get some micros in. I haven't had many fruit today, so that's gonna be my snack for tonight. Now, when it comes down to liquids, you can do it one of two ways. You can measure it with a measuring cup, which is pretty accurate because it is a liquid. You could also use measuring cups to measure all this stuff out, but it's not gonna be as accurate because there's room for error, there's spaces that are not filled in, that kind of stuff. So you have to compensate. But when it comes down to liquid, you can either use a measuring cup or again, go back to the scale because there is a way to measure ounces in a scale. Same concept. So we're gonna go back to the scale, we're gonna zero it out. As you guys can see, let's bring this closer. Boom, get that in there, see it's 107 grams, zero that out. And this one we're gonna change it to ounces. So I have my Fairlife milk right here, which is a high protein skim milk, 0 fat, 6 carb, 13 grams of protein. I'm gonna use 8 ounces. 8 ounces on the dot, guys, perfect. So that's nice, and you guys can see there's a measuring cup on the side, which is right under that 10 spot. So it's pretty accurate on my part. And again, guys, you see that this has a barcode scanner. I'm gonna go into MyFitnessPal, hit that plus button, food, same window, hit that barcode on the top right, and then just scan away. And MyFitnessPal does all the work for you. 1 cup, check it off, add it, there it is. Now I'm gonna add 1 scoop of protein powder, which I need 37 grams of. So here it's easy again. Zero it out, switch back to grams, boom, 34 grams. It's good enough for me. Add it the same way with the barcode, and then just begin to enjoy your food, guys. So it's really that easy. For meats, some people ask me if you want to weigh it raw or cooked. In my opinion, do it as you please, but stay consistent. Don't measure it, don't use one day, measure it raw, and then the next day measure it cooked. Stay consistent, either pick raw or pick cooked. I personally use raw. Why? It's just because I've always done it that way and I've stayed consistent. I've never really weighed my food cooked, and it's been working well for me. I know exactly how much protein is in it. Again, if there is no label on it and it's a whole food, search USDA and then the food. And it's that easy. Just add on MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal does all the work for you. You can implement your macros, set your goals on there, so it tells you how many macros you have left. It's a very, very useful app. I've used it for 3 years now. You can go through my history, you can add friends, see other people's diaries. Diary is just what food they've eaten the entire day. And it just helps you, and it also alerts you when you're about to go over your fats, or if you're a little bit under and you need to eat a little bit more. That whole concept. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, hopefully it clears things up. I know it's been a very requested video of my people, of my clients, and hopefully it just helps anybody out there who is new to the game and doesn't really know what to do in terms of counting macros. So that's how you physically count macros. I'm not going to explain what macros are at all in this video. It's just to physically show you guys how easy it is to count macros. 2 things you need: MyFitnessPal and a scale. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, peace. Let's get that outro. Thank you.